All right, guys. We're in a new week, getting into round 12. But first, let's do a quick little recap on round 11, Jornada 11. Man, quite a crazy week, if I should say so. Had a couple of slumps that I'm a little bit. It was just, it's one of those things where it's right there and it just didn't go into my way. So we're coming off of a profitable week in round 10, and now round 11 we go literally 11 and 11, 50-50. Not bad, but definitely, I just should have had it. It should have been a winning weekend. If some of you guys probably had a winning weekend, if you told a couple things and you didn't tell others, maybe you had a profitable weekend. First of all, we gotta call it, guys. Again, finally we caught the falling knife, which was Leon's loss. Hopefully you guys caught that. Hopefully you played the right side of that. And what do you know? Also on Sunday, my team screws me kind of. They get their first victory on the road. Atlas gets their first victory on the road, and funny enough, I was on the wrong side of that because I had the draw. I was rooting for them when they were down 3-0, and it was 3-3. I'm like, okay, hopefully it stays that way and we cash in big. But no, they end up getting 4-3 win on the road. Crazy game. Hopefully you guys watched it. But, let's get into this week's picks. Not a bad round 11 week we had. A couple of good calls, but, definitely if Atlas would have had the draw, we would have had a winning record. But, it's 11-11. It's 50-50. Didn't make much. Didn't lose too much. Kind of just broke even. But it's okay. I'll take that. I'll take that week. I wouldn't take it too much as a loss. It's definitely better than losing. So let's get into round 12 and make some money this week. Okay, time to wrap up Friday's card. And if I can get a chance today, I might break down some of Saturday's games too. But we got Puebla at home up against Toluca. Hey man, they're looking untouchable right now. Well, kind of. If you can forget that loss they had against America, Toluca is definitely up there. They're definitely in that top 4, top 5, top of the table. I don't really have too many plays here, guys. I don't want to take Toluca on the money line. I don't like the price. I don't think they should be this. Well, they should be this favorite, but I don't know, guys. I guess I'm just gonna have to tell you guys, I don't have the balls to play Toluca on the money line just straight up. The only way I can see this is I'm gonna play an over, because if Toluca continues to be that dominant team that's winning by a crazy amount of goals like they did against Necaxa and against Querétaro. There was one more team in there. I forgot who they beat. I think it was Mazatlán. I don't remember off the top of my head, guys. I apologize for that. But I know it was against Querétaro, and I know they beat just Necaxa last week by, I think, 5-2. 5-2. So Toluca just winning games comfortably, left and right. Unless they play America, then they don't win it. But against the smaller teams, they seem to be winning it very, very comfortable. I'm not sure how much of a fight Puebla is going to put up, to be quite honest. So the only thing I really have that I can tell you guys to bet on, if I was playing with your money, I guess the only thing I could really bet, I think Puebla can hold 1-1, 0-0 by the end of the first half for plus 155. That's the only real way I can see it, just because Toluca sometimes they have the ability to come back in the second half. In the first half, it seems like they're a slow starter. As you can see by the Necaxa game, they were down 2-0, and in the second half is when they came back and ended up scoring 5 in the second half. So maybe by the first half, if Puebla comes in strong, they can hold down just a draw and you cash in after 45 minutes. That's the only way I really see it going. All right, that's the only way I can bet something. And if Toluca continues to be Toluca, then you're over. Then they'll probably get you over this total by themselves. But both teams to score is juiced to minus 160. So it looks like they don't think Puebla's going to get shut out. So at that point, you might want to look at both teams to score. But no, you might get a plus money price on it. But that's just not something I want to bet on, because this Toluca team has shown they can get scored on. Yeah, Puebla is not the same as Necaxa, but if Puebla is going to score at least one and not get completely shut out, it's going to be in Puebla. So I can see why both teams to score is juiced to -160. It's just something I don't want to play with again. But if you guys do want a play that at least what side I think this ends up on, I think if you wanted to play Puebla draw on the double chance, I don't think you're dumb for that. I think that's okay to play, in my opinion. Just because I do think I'm a little bit surprised Toluca's not a bigger favorite, if I'm being quite honest, guys. I'm a little bit surprised, so leaves me suspicious. But at the same time, this Toluca team has just been, they're one of the only teams winning games convincingly against some of these weaker teams. Not even America has won that many times by that many goals. So that is something to look out for Toluca. So if you want to play Toluca on the money line, hey, I congratulate you. You got more balls than me right there. I'm just not comfortable doing it. But I got my plays. I'm okay with a draw in the first half and very comfortable with the over. Not only is it part of my overall strategy, but I think Toluca can get us there by themselves.